This is Starry Ari's ASMR. I am Ari, and today I will be playing a little more of the game A Little to the Left. And this is the Seeing Stars DLC. This is part 4 of me playing this DLC, but today we will be continuing on with the new levels. So if you haven't seen the previous videos, that's okay. If you are interested in watching those other videos, I have created a playlist that this video will also be added to. And I'm hoping that just makes it a little bit easier for you if you want to find them all in one place. So I have my handy pen with the touch tip I'm going to be using again today. And I also want to mention I am playing this on my laptop that folds into a tablet, and it is deciding to sound like a plane taking off today. I have no idea why. I don't have anything extra running in the background, so I don't know what that's about. I hope that it isn't too distracting for you. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in a little bit, and then we will just get started. Okay, so we left off on this level here with the kind of quill pen. So we have, looks like 9 of these jars that we can rotate side to side. And I'm seeing that there is a pattern on the label. There's also kind of some like smudges that I'm seeing up here on the caps. And also there's these big drips. It looks like maybe ink in here. Oh, and I think, so if I rotate the top, it just rotates the top here. If I rotate the middle, it rotates both of these. And yeah, so if I rotate the bottom, it's going to rotate all of them. So I think we'll need to figure out kind of what our first game plan is, and then set these top jars. Maybe. It might actually make sense to do the bottom first, because then the bottom is just fully set. So my initial thought is I kind of want to try something with these drips, because I feel like that would be really satisfying. So this bottom one just has the one drip. So I wonder... Doesn't look like these continue on down here, so I don't know if that is anything. Okay, so maybe the next thing will be continuing maybe this pattern. Like I see this kind of wavy pattern, but it's not really continuing up here at the top. So I'm not too sure about that one. Kind of just rotating to see all of the smudges, kind of see all of the pattern. To see if I'm missing anything. This kind of looks like it continued on nicely. I don't know if this one does. This one's kind of tricky for me. Yeah, I think I am going to take the hint. Because I don't know if I'm really going to figure this one out. So I'm just going to try and wipe off this side and see if it gives me any idea before I wipe off kind of the rest of it. I always like to try and get all of it, but for some reason the eraser just does not want to do that, so it is what it is. Okay, this does look like it's showing us a continuation of the labels, which we were thinking, and I just wasn't quite figuring it out. So let's go back and kind of mess around with that a little bit more and see if we can make it work somehow. I mean, maybe something like this. I guess for this I should probably start on this side. Okay. So I think that looks pretty good, having it continue like that. But I'm just getting stumped on this one because the more I rotate this, it just doesn't seem to follow this pattern very nicely. I'm really wondering if I'm missing. Oh, I am missing something. Oh, I should have known. If I tap on the bottle itself, it just rotates them. But if I grab the cap, I can move them around. That is so tricky. Okay. So, with that in mind, we could now kind of look at these labels and see what kind of seems like the end. Like this one kind of ends nicely, so it could be one of these side ones, but I'm going to try and move it to the top and see if that does anything. And then the other thing that we can think about now is looking at these strips, because some of them are pretty thick and then they almost kind of thin out. So we could look at that and see if that is something, if this label thing doesn't work for me, which I could see that happening. Okay. I do think I'm gonna do just the drips. So this one has one drip, this one has two drips. So I think the one needs to maybe move over. So those do look like they continue nicely. I'm wondering if this one might go with these drips. No, it's a little bit too narrow. Okay. But this one here. There we go. So that does line up pretty well. So I see these are two end drips. So I think that these have to kind of end down here. And then these kind of look like they might be able to continue like that. And then maybe something like this. And then now I just have to line these up. Okay. Yes, so that was one solution. And then we know from the hint that the other solution is something with these labels. That seems way more complicated to me for some reason than just lining up these drips. But I'm happy that we at least got that solution on our own. So let's go ahead and move on to the next level. Okay, so we have kind of a whole mess of items. And then it looks like we have some drawers that we might be able to organize things into. And I noticed that these drawers also have different handles. And so I wonder if the different handle like materials or the shape or the color is going to give us some information on how to organize things, because I noticed that we have lots of green items and we have a green handle, lots of kind of wood tone items, and we have this wooden handle. So to start off, thinking that I might I initially want to do by color, but it's not as challenging. So I'm also noticing that there's some similarities with the types of things. Like there's a few of these shells, and there's kind of a shell-like drawer. There's this kind of glass stone handle, and there's some glass items. But maybe we'll start with color. Maybe we'll do that. Which also gets a little tricky because there's kind of this like blue handle and this like silvery gray handle that I think is quite likely to cross over. So I think not too sure what I want to start with because I'm also seeing some black items and there isn't a black handle. But maybe let's go ahead and get started with this green drawer because I see something. Okay, so this item isn't like clicking into place nicely, just kind of a cheat for me to know that this maybe doesn't actually go in here anywhere. So that's sneaky, sneaky. So I'm not gonna do it by color. Okay. Well, maybe there is something with the material. Not really feeling any of these click in. Just kind of telling me I'm off base here. Oh, that actually does click in nicely there. Aha, we are getting somewhere. That did click in there. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere here. So this is me just kind of grabbing all of these what look like wooden items. Hmm. I don't know if I see any other like clearly wooden objects. There is, it looks like some space for other items here. Oh, I guess this pencil is wooden. There we go. And this kind of looks like wood. I thought it was kind of like a sculpture, like a pen, or like a pin, sorry. So that is wooden. And I suppose this also could be wooden. There we go. So I feel like this wood drawer is pretty good. So maybe we'll go move on to glass. So that seems a little bit straightforward. Let's figure out where this bottle can go. Not wanting to put it anywhere, which I don't like. Even though I know it's glass. Okay, that kind of settled in nicely there. It kind of looks like something shattered here. And we're just kind of putting the pieces back together. Oops, I don't want to exit. Maybe this would go right in there. There we go. I kind of want this little corner piece, but I am not seeing it right off the bat. I wonder if it is just kind of mixed in somewhere and I'm just not catching it. Not sure. Okay, well, I wonder if this will go in here somewhere. There we go. That does fit in there nicely. There we go. Okay. I don't know why that bottle wasn't wanting to click in like that for me earlier, but we at least have it now. I think that this guy is going to go over there. There we go. So the glass drawer looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and close that up. And then maybe I'll go ahead and do this. It almost looks like a metal one. And I've got some kind of clearly metal objects. I'm just going to kind of move into here. It's another one of those that isn't really clicking into place right away. Okay, well, I'm going to come back to that. Let's try this key. There we go. really know what this is. At first, I kind of thought it was maybe like a rubber band, but I've never really seen a rubber band that color. I'm just kind of gonna move everything out of the way here. Yeah, this is more like the rubber band color that I'm used to. Okay. Oops. So these are metal. And then I do have a paper clip here. So I'm not really sure where this one's gonna go just yet. Ah, there we go. It fits nicely right there. There we go. And this is kind of like a spool, like a little mini spool of wire. Don't really know where that's gonna go yet. And I've got this kind of long, I don't even know what this is. It's like a twisted nail or like a really sharp pin. Okay, I wonder if a key is going to go in here as well with this other key. There we go. And then we have kind of this shape there. And that looks like it goes right there. There we go. I don't know if maybe this one is also supposed to be metal. Doesn't really look like it to me. Oh, the spout. Duh. There we go. Okay, so we've got kind of our metal drawer for the most part. It looks pretty good to me. So we have our metal drawer, a wood drawer, and a glass drawer. So maybe I will go ahead and open this drawer. I wonder if it's gonna be like, if it's meant to be like a nature drawer. So like all of these shells and these leaves and maybe these bugs. I don't know. Let's try it and see if we get somewhere with that. There we go. It goes there nicely. This fits right there. Oops. Accidentally opened this drawer. Doesn't look like it goes there. Okay. Let's try these. There we go. This one is working out pretty good. Okay, so that one looks pretty nice now. So now I'm going to go ahead and take these, and then I'm going to try and fit everything in here. To me, this is kind of like a miscellaneous drawer. Like there's some office supplies, but also like a random used toothbrush. This is not. Oh, there we go. So that clicks in right there. Let's try this pen over here. And maybe this toothbrush. Like right there. There we go. Oh, that's funny. The head just kind of fits right into the toothbrush there. Now, maybe this one go here. Oh, the cap goes on the pen. There we go. And I think this one's going to go down there. So it'll go up here. And then we have this, might fit right in there. There we go. And that was the only solution. There was only one star with this one. So I had originally thought that there might be other ways to organize these things, but it seems like this was the only way to do it. That one was pretty satisfying. I really enjoy the ones like this where you're kind of finding a place for everything. Let's go ahead and move on to the next level. Okay, so we have some curtains, it looks like. And this is as far as they'll go this way. And then I can drag them kind of like over on top of each other. And I see this pattern, so I think we're gonna try and make the pattern match up on each one. So maybe I'm gonna start with this one all the way over and just see if we can get somewhere with that. So right now I'm just seeing is there anywhere that this pattern is going to line up with this one. And that's as far over as it goes. So oh, I see. And then if I pull this, it's kind of pulling everything along with it. So that makes it kind of tricky. Okay, so that kind of lines up nicely right there. So let's try and line, oops. I feel like this mechanic is going to get me in trouble because I need to remember which way I'm actually pulling and pushing things. Well, if I pull this one and I push this one over here, and I take this one, I kind of want to match it up, maybe like that. There we go. So I think that I've got this one matched here. I'm mainly looking at this leaf, and then it kind of trickles down. Everything is matched. I think that I've got this matched nicely here. So now I've got to figure this little section out. That looks pretty good. Oh, look at that cute cat. Oh, there's two cats. Two little kitty tails. Oh, there's a third one. They're so cute. Oh, there's even more tails coming out. How many cats could there possibly be? It's the second one. Here's the third grumpy cat. the fourth. Oh, look at that cute cat. And here is a hairless cat, which I'm kind of creeped out by. I don't really like hairless cats very much. Okay, so that one had 1 star. It did kind of feel like a level that would maybe only have one solution. So let's go ahead and move on to the next level. Okay, so I see a bunch of these journals, and they have some different patterns on them and different symbols. I wonder if they are all different symbols. Yeah, so there's some that like this one looks like fruit. This one looks like almost like a, it's almost like a bottle cap, but then I thought maybe it's time because there's this thing here. Here's kind of like a pizza and it's all cut up into chunks. And here's something else that's circular. Okay, so I do think there's a few different ways that we might be able to approach it. The first one is by size. Like I noticed that this book here is maybe the largest one, maybe with this one behind or in front of it. And then I wonder if this book that's back here that's not letting me select. And then maybe there's a lot of books here. Maybe this one. Oh, that's not following the same color pattern. Oh, I wonder if it will need to like alternate colors. So I'm going all the way back because some of these are kind of the same size. So I'm going to put this one first and then the black next and then this one on top. It keeps wanting to do this like sideways thing. I don't really know why. So then I'll do this next kind of medium size and then this one. Oh wait, but we're kind of stuck now. It seems like I can't have truly alternating colors. I don't think that this is going to be a solution. I'm going to be pretty surprised if it is. Yeah, that's not coming up as anything. That kind of makes sense. That was kind of a weird long shot. Oh, I just noticed that there are these kind of like bookmarks down here at the bottom. Okay. So there were also 3 sizes, or 3 books of each size. So maybe I'm gonna try something with that. So maybe do like all of the black books in one stack. And then all of these ones in another stack. It's a little tricky when they're all kind of stacked up over here. I think this would be the next one. Okay. This one's also not wanting to just settle in sometimes, which makes me suspicious. Oops. Okay, so it's doing the same thing. It's not wanting to go. I feel like there's so many potential options with this one. There's so many things. Like, now I'm really looking at these bookmarks and trying to think. I mean, I guess there might be some way for me to kind of have the bookmarks starting off on this side, so like this one here, and then having them go in like a line somehow. I don't know. This one is not very easy to move the books around. Well, okay, so this one looks like it is the furthest bookmark. So maybe I'm gonna go at it with this idea. So I'm gonna try and take this one because this one looks like it'll be the next one in line. And then I think maybe this one. And perhaps this one might be next, like that. And then, let's see. This also gets tricky because I don't want to cover up the other books. So like I don't want to put a larger book over this one because then it blocks out those. Those are kind of right in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to move these out of the way. This one kind of looks like it's the furthest one over, so I'm going to move these out of the way and just really kind of run with this idea a little bit. I don't know exactly what I'm running with, but I'll see if it makes sense to me at some point. So now I'm kind of looking for the next one in this line. It's not really wanting to go. Really, none of these felt okay. Oh, there we go. That one looks pretty good. And then maybe this one next. There we go. Oh, I see. And then these ones are all right in the middle. There we go. So there are 4 other solutions for this. So we were kind of right, but it seems like there's a lot of things that you can do. Alright. Let's go ahead and try the next level here. Oh, and it's a drawer level. I love drawer levels. Okay. So I'm going to close this and see. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff underneath it. So I'm going to kind of move this off to the side so that I can have the drawer open and also have a clear view of everything that I want to organize. So it does already have some stuff in here, but a lot of that stuff doesn't really look like it's already where it needs to be. Okay, so that goes there nicely. I wonder if this will go right inside. Yeah. Got this little tape dispenser. Maybe it could go in one of these kind of bigger things. Oh, there we go. It goes right there. kind of see this big square. There we go. Oh, I wonder if this is like a sticker sheet. Maybe. See these kind of hot glue sticks. And this hot glue gun that fits there really nice. This is kind of like a branch. I don't know exactly why you would have this in your craft drawer. I don't know. Hopefully it didn't just offend a bunch of people that for some reason keep branches in their craft drawer. I hope you can forgive me. Okay, got this kind of like swirly sticker that just sticks on everything. So I have a few of these that I think might go well on this sticker sheet. This one also has a sticker. Here's one. Here's another sticker. And then it looks like I'm missing these two. Which I sadly don't see right away. Well, let's go ahead and keep working and then that might show up somewhere. Got this lint roller. The lint roller rolls and it sneakily had a few of the stickers on it. I feel like that could easily trip me up. So I'm glad that I caught that early. There we go. I think these go in these corners. This kind of maybe will go right in the middle. Looks like we've got everything, but that's not quite right. There we go. That one was satisfying. I just love these. These levels are just really fun to do. I've been thinking about replaying the Cupboards and Drawers DLC for this game because it's just a lot of fun. Okay, I think I might leave it at this level, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to the main menu. We can take a look at all of the levels that we completed. So we completed 4 levels today, and we are leaving off on this one. It kind of looks like maybe a bell. This one looks like a wizard. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 levels left. And then of course I haven't fully 100% completed all of these other levels. I haven't done the solutions for all of these. But I feel like we're making pretty good progress. So up here, it looks like there are 100 total solutions between all of these levels. And we only have 25 of the solutions. but I think we're at least making our way through these levels nicely. I hope that you enjoyed watching me complete some levels from this fun game. I think that my next Let's Play will be playing some more of the unpacking game. So I think that that is just a really fun, satisfying one as well. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.